Hello and welcome. Today's reading is going to be a different one. I came across a few videos about Houston Bayous. I didn't know what the bayous were because we don't have them in Australia. So it's like waterways, and I think they're man-made. Okay, so what I've researched with this is that there's been 53 bodies pulled out of these bayous in Houston. And authorities are not claiming that they have a problem. They're not claiming that there is a serial killer. 2023, there was 9 bodies pulled out of there. 2024, there was 20 bodies. And now in 2025, from the last video that I've watched, could be more now, 2025, 24 bodies have been pulled out of those bios. So altogether 53 bodies within 3 years. Now that tells me we have a problem. So I thought I would ask, I'm going to start with Trisha's deck because I shuffled these and played with them before I started recording, and Trisha's deck connected straight away. So I'm going to ask the Mystic Crime, do we have a serial killer in Houston? And then we'll see what the cards say. Oh, look at that. The first one to come out, waterways, drains, and that's what it's like. These bios are like, because we don't have them in Australia. Well, we do, but we don't call them bios. We just call them waterways. Yeah, they're like man-made drains, waterways. So that tells me that we have made a connection. Marks left behind. So there's some sort of traces left behind. Someone wanted these people out of the picture, and a group involvement. That's funny because when I shuffled my deck, which I'll show you, and there will be links down below where you can purchase both these decks. When I shuffled my deck, I got more than one involved, more than one person involved. And here we have a group involvement. That is a bit weird. Okay, I'm just asking what the cards can tell me about this situation. It's a slow process. Yes, it has been a slow process because it's happened over the past 3 years. And then we have exposed secrets being exposed. So maybe now, because it's been so slow and no one really paid much attention, now people are like, hang on a minute, this is way too many people. We need to look into this. And maybe people are going to start talking. Look, death and endings. That's what's happened to these people. Their life has been ended, and then their bodies have been ended up in the waterways. What else can you tell me about Houston Bayous and 53 bodies being washed well, thrown into the water. Okay. Drugs, alcohol, blood. So maybe drugs and alcohol is linked to this. Hidden knowledge, the high priestess. So something has been hidden about this. What else can you tell me? So aggressive attacks. And there is a person of interest. Ooh. Wow. And then on the bottom, we got person is known. So let's ask some questions now. All the bodies, the 53 bodies that have been found in the bayous in Houston. Can you tell me if they are all linked? Are they all linked? Are all these bodies linked? Are all their murders linked? 53 bodies in the bayous at Houston. Are all their bodies linked? The murders. I am safe now. So at one point they didn't feel safe. Something was seen. Or someone was watching. So maybe they were, I don't know. From the pictures that I've seen, there's like, the waterways are down low and then there's pathways. So maybe these people walked along these pathways and there was someone watching. And they didn't feel safe. This person watching them made them feel not safe. That one just flew out. There is a connection. Oh my golly gosh. So these people were followed. They felt very unsafe with this person following them. And there is a connection. All 53 bodies that have been found are connected in the same way, is what the cards are telling me. Is there anything else you want to tell me about this? Is there anything else you want to tell me about this? Is there anything else you would like to tell me? Group involvement. And then we've got hostage and trade. Hostage and trade. So maybe they were held hostage. Maybe they were watched and they took them in, tied them up, held hostage. Is there anything else you want to tell me about this group? This is really weird that the group card keeps coming out. So they had help. There was someone else. So this tells me that there wasn't one person doing this on their own. Group. They had help. Wow. If you know about this, leave a comment. I'd love to hear what your thoughts are on this, because I only just come across these videos about the waterways in Houston, and I found it very intriguing, very interesting. I did pull some cards to ask if I could read on it, and it did warn me that it was very dark. to make sure you protect yourself. This energy is extremely dark. It warned me twice. I got the same cards twice. So tell me what your thoughts are. Leave a comment. Love to hear from you. Kept in the Dark came out. So maybe this happens of a night time. And it's a crime of passion and desire. So crime of passion means I feel like they're addicted to doing this now. That's what I just got. They're addicted. Let's ask. Is there serial killers or killer? Is there a serial killer or killers? Well, they told me there was a group. Jealousy or cheating. I'm not sure what that is meaning. It's very dark. See, the energy is very dark. Held hostage. What is... All right. So their bodies are hidden. Oh, I just got then, if there's a group, maybe there's lots of phone activity between each other. Bodies are hidden. What else can you tell me about Houston? Oh, look, it keeps coming out. Group involvement. Wow. What else can you tell me? Maybe they are into doing rituals, dark rituals. There's a web of, there's lies being told. Things are being staged. So I feel like with staged, it's like it's a ritual, it's a routine. And the authorities need to go back over each body that's been found and look at things that are repeating patterns. What else can you tell me? They attack the innocent. They attack the innocent. The vulnerable. That's what I felt then. I'll ask one more time with Trisha's investigation deck. Confrontation. What else can you tell me about Houston's two crimes connected? So there's crimes connected. Crimes connected. Should the authorities look into investigating this? Because I don't think they have been. They already have, and they've gone the wrong way, is what I just got then. They've gone the wrong way. Should they reopen it? Oh, it's telling me that they know. They know a lot already about this. And they just put an end to the situation. Why have they put an end to the situation? Why are they not investigating this? Why are they saying that it's not suspicious? Out of the picture. not sure what out of the picture means. Kept behind closed doors. Okay, so I feel like we're talking about someone involved with doing this. I feel like I felt this when I first pulled some cards out. Somebody has very bad mental health, like not right. Mentally disturbed is what I felt. Stranger unknown. So this tells me that the people that were murdered, this group or this person isn't known to them. Behind closed doors. I just got that feeling then. Maybe this person has or is being kept behind closed doors, but then they escape. That's just what I got. What else can you tell me about this? Oh my God, look, it just said yes. That's correct. And they play innocent. Ooh, this is very, very strange. The authorities need to look into this, so I'll leave that one there. Let's ask my deck. Mystic Crime. Houston Bayous. 53 bodies washed up. Not washed up, but found. What can you tell me? Okay, so obviously there's blood, saying there's DNA contamination. Has there been any children gone missing in the area? There's lies. What we got before? We got mountains. I don't know if there's mountains around the area, but there is a waterway there. Maybe they've built these bios because there's mountains not far away, and it's to do something with containing the water. Shifts and changes. So this, I feel like with this here, this is telling me that there's going to be transformation around this. Okay. What else can you tell me about? There's complete terror when this narcissistic person acts. Yes, that's correct. And we've got the missing child again. The missing child came out again. Yes. Bridge. I think there is bridges around these waterways. Do we have a serial killer on our hands in Houston, in the bios, around the bios? Do we have a serial killer? Yeah, male energy. He likes to tie them up. This is what the cards are saying. The truth is going to come out. Is there bushland around the area, which is called, Americans call it forest? And this person is a past criminal. What else can you tell me? They can't, well, obviously the person can't talk. because he murders them. Do we have a serial killer on our hands? There's illegal activity here. Now, before we got drugs, alcohol, and blood. So this illegal activity card tells me that maybe this person that is doing this, that's how he gets his victims. He offers them drugs or alcohol. This situation is going to end because it tells me that they will find this person and they will do jail time. They're going to jail, this person. They hide out. They're hidden. Messages of concern on phones. And the school card came out. Maybe they hang around the school. Let me know if any of the people found are children. Poisoned. Deals being made. These crimes keep happening. They're copycats. It's an accident. Social media. Wonder if it's on social media. Wonder if there's talk about this on social media. Accident. So accident to me is when they do the autopsy, most of them the autopsies came back that it was an accident. But maybe copycat crimes means that the way they do it, they make out that it's an accident. Or it looks like an accident the way they do it, is what I mean. Are we dealing with a serial killer here? Are we dealing with a serial killer? Home. Okay, so this person has weapons and they keep them around their home. It's telling me there's evidence on their phone. Maybe they've talked. There's organised and planned. And this one came out too. So maybe they are PDF files, which is a rock spider. More information and facts are going to come out about this. Okay. Are we dealing with a serial killer? So this person is checked out on medication / drugs. It's telling me vanished without a trace. I have something of yours. Okay, so that's telling me there's no traces. No, he doesn't leave any traces behind, so there's no evidence. He takes it all, is what I'm feeling there with I have something of yours. And look, that keeps coming out. Sick. What else can you tell me? Accident. Death and endings. Moon card, it says no. Mountain. Eyewitness. So maybe there's been witnesses to them seeing this person. Okay, I'll ask one more time. Do we have a serial killer on our hands? Do we have a serial killer on our hands? They have a weapon. The authorities are involved. We've got someone that's on the run. drugs, maybe trafficking is involved. Deadlines. Why does that make me feel like? Why does that make me feel like these people got the DRUGSs that owe money, and then these people find them. They go on the run and then these people find them. They got deadlines. So what I'm getting just then, even though there's a group, so there's a big group, right? Big group. I'm just going to use an example, just say like bikies, right? But there's one person that is doing this. But there's a group involvement. This group knows. Maybe they organise it. But there's one person that does it. That was just a download I got. Okay. Yeah, and they checked out. Checked out on medication because they have really bad mental health. Okay, what else can you tell me? One more. What else can you tell me? There's the closed door again. It's very, very tight-knit is what I'm getting. Secrets. Doors are closed. We've got tunnels. That's a waterway. There's blood. There we go. Murderer. We've got a murderer here. The cards have just told us that there is a murderer, a serial killer. Because see this card? I reinvented this deck. Actually, I'll get the card out and I'll show you. Not reinvented, but updated the deck because people wanted to purchase it. And that was my serial killer card, this one. I'll show you. There we go. Serial killer. That's my serial killer card. And I just said murderer, killer. It's the same thing. Looks like the cards have said yes, we do have a problem in Houston. Around the Bayous. If I was anybody, I would be very, very, very careful. And wouldn't walk that way in the night because it looks like that's when he comes alive. And also too, the cards were saying that this guy hangs around the schools and watches children because he's that sick. And look, it's saying that he's from out of the area. So maybe he drives to the area from where he lives. Yes, there's people that have seen him. Okay, so should the authorities investigate this? Do they need to investigate? Yeah, social media is already onto it. They're already talking about it, putting it out there. So are the authorities going to investigate this? Yes, there are attacks. Are the investigators... This mountain card keeps coming out. Let me know if there is mountains around near the area. They have a motive. And they're going to be convicted. Wow, because they're going to have his DNA. Wow. Okay, so, oh, look. Mental illness came out again. Something left behind. There's going to be something left behind that authorities are going to be onto it. And there's going to be an end to the situation. Wow. Tell me what you think of this reading and what your opinion is on what is going on down at the Bayous in Houston. I find it to be very, very strange that authorities haven't even investigated it after 2 or 3 people were found. 53 bodies found, and they still haven't investigated it. So thank you for watching. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and leave that comment, because I would love to know what you think. Bye. See you in my next video.